That ought to tell you something right there. Now, we have a deceiver. We have an enemy. His job is to keep us away from Jesus. So we've got people in my lifetime that have come out with what we call the greasy grace message or the super grace message, that we don't have to pay any attention to the law. There's a problem with that. The plans for this tabernacle, when Moses walked off of the mountaintop at Sinai, under this arm was the Ten Commandments, and under this arm was the plans for that tabernacle. They coincided together. That ought to tell you something right there. You got to be smart enough to listen to what the Word says and shows you. But now we're not under the law, we're under grace. Everything about this has to do with grace. But it coincided with the law. And when Jesus died on the cross, he redeemed us from the law. He did not nullify the law, he fulfilled the law. He took the law that come off that mountain and put it in mine and your heart. So that when we chose him, from here on out, we want to do right in his sight. But how are you going to know what's right in his sight? How are you going to know not to sin if you don't know what sin is? Me and you need to know it because we want to do what God wants us to do. He put it in our heart to fulfill the law.